Good evening, guys. We are back again with another Sunday sit back. Hope you're all well. Hope the weekend's going all okay. It's starting to warm up a little bit as well. So, all good, all good. So, Arsenal, FA Cup, no dramas, no hiding behind sofas, no burying your face in your hands. The job was done. It was 4-1 to Arsenal with a Martinelli hat trick, and set pieces and own goal seems to be the highlight of the day, people. Yeah, Portsmouth first half showed a lot of character, showed a lot of fight, and they took the game to us at spells there. Got the early goal, and we're all thinking, oh, it's a potential banana skin, this one. But we showed good character and got back early doors. The easiest sitters Martinelli missed. That's what Martinelli does. Misses the easy sitters, open goal and one-on-ones and everything else, but manages set pieces, manages to get his hat trick. I thought Madueke, he frustrates me, Madueke. He's got all the potential there. It's just his final effort, and then he misses his penalty, which anyone can miss a penalty, but he just ticks along, doesn't he? He just ticks along. Gabby Jesus, this is the reason why we need Victor Gyökeres to really start firing on all cylinders. Because if you're telling me that we've got to rely on the likes of Gabby Jesus in the rest of the season and going forward, it's just not going to happen. Yeah, he showed one or nice few touches. You know, the ball that he put across there for the goal, it was good. But you can't rely on Gabby Jesus long term. Hats off to Norgard. Playing centre half, I thought he done okay. He done okay. He looked comfortable. He done a job for me. Ben White is not going to be the Ben White that we all saw in previous seasons. So, and I thought Moreno. I mean, I'm a big critic of him in midfield, and I still am. I still don't think Moreno, for me, should be first choice going forward. But against Portsmouth in the 6, he had a good game. So hats off to Moreno. Look, we played a very, very weakened Portsmouth team, but he made changes. He rested players. That's what we needed to do. When I saw the lineup, it was a bit predicted. The only thing I probably would have liked to have seen was probably Victor Gyökeres starting, because I think he's just lacking confidence, and I just feel that if he'd have started and got a couple of goals under his belt, it would have given him that little bit more confidence. So, but I can understand why he was rested, and Jesus, and then Havertz is back, people. Yes, the Kai Havertz is back. I predicted that he will be on the bench and he'll play some sort of part in the FA Cup against Portsmouth. I said a couple of weeks back that Kai Havertz will be featured in this game. I just had a feeling that he would be back. I just had a feeling that he would be in the squad. And he's very highly talked about by the manager. The manager is over the moon that Havertz is back. And his little face when he went running on the pitch, it's a picture, isn't it, guys? We all know he's starting. We all know he's coming back fitter than ever. And we all know that he's going to get in front of Gyökeres and so on and so on and so on. But I still say that our forward line, our centre forward position is a problem. Gyökeres, we haven't seen anything like the player that we've signed. Jesus, no, definitely not for me. And Havertz, no, definitely not for me. So I think that's a big problem. I still think that centre forward at the moment is a big problem. But big up to every single one of you that are in tonight. Thank you very much for the Sunday sit back. Gavin, how you doing, my bro? I hope you're well. Kawaja's in as well. Good evening, Kawaja. Guna, good evening, my friend. Always a pleasure to have you in. We got the Binks as well. Big up, Binks. Hope you're well. Everyone's good evening. Yeah, good evening, Abdul Brahman. Welcome. I hope I said it right. Abdul Rahman Shapi 528. I hope I said your name right. If not, 528. Good. You're welcome to the community, my friend. You're welcome. Big up to you. Binks Arteta was dying to bring on Havertz. He couldn't wait. He couldn't wait to bring him on. He was chomping at the bit. Got to talk about Ethan Nwaneri. Ethan Nwaneri, to me, look a player that lacked game time for me He got a little bit better in the second half. He started to grow in confidence in the second half. But for me, he was lacking game time. He looks a player lost to me, Ethan Nwaneri. I think the sooner we can get him out on loan and get minutes under his belt, the better. If he comes back next season a better player, all well and good. If we sell him, we have to sell him. Also, what are your thoughts about Eze? Eze as well looked ring rusty to me. Showed little glimpses here and there, but not the Eze that I want to see. Not the Eze that should be really dominating games like that. I just didn't see it. Just didn't see it. And again, it's worrying because has he done enough to impress the manager? Have the pair of them done enough to impress the manager? Have they done enough to knock at their door and go, look, we want to be in the team. We want to be in for the next game. I don't think they have, even though I do think they'll start against Chelsea. Well, I think Eze will. I'm not so sure about Ethan, but I do think Eze will start against Chelsea. And I think Gyökeres will start against Chelsea as well. But big up to everyone. Big up everyone that's locked in. Thank you very much for joining me. Havertz will take the place of Gyökeres and Jesus. That is 100% true, my friend. And this is where it could all start going wrong for me. This is where it can all start going wrong. Absolutely. Was okay today, but was more set pieces than domination. This is what we're accustomed to, though, Joseph, isn't it? This is what we're accustomed to. It's what we've been seeing. Set pieces, own goals. It's just part of the uniform now at Arsenal Football Club. This is what I'm saying. Yeah, they got the early goal, Portsmouth, but how you got to look at it. If that own goal don't go in and that 1-0 starts dragging on to the second half and stuff, it could have been potentially a banana skin today. But listen, we stuck at it and we got the goals. And I mean, is it luck, set pieces? I don't know. We score so many. It's incredible the amount of set pieces we score. It's just crazy. It really is. I'll big up my friend. I'm glad I said it right. Big up the Joseph. What was the need to bring Odegaard on? Eze was invisible. Number 9. Yeah. N9 goals from open play. Binks. I don't know why he's brought Odegaard on, personally. I don't know why he's brought him on. I think what it is certain players that haven't played a lot of football this season, they like to, once they get in, they like to keep them rolling, don't they? Perhaps he's going to start him against Chelsea and he needed to give him a run out today. I don't really know. Eze was invisible. He's lacking confidence. He's been messed around too much. He looks like a player that's kind of been sold down the avenue, to be honest. He looks like a player dejected for me. To raise his game now, he needs proper game time. And at the end of the day, he got that hat-trick against Spurs and he hasn't really played since, has he? He hasn't really played. So, you know, he came on against Liverpool, but again, weren't enough game time for me. So Eze's looking another player that's looking very, very low of confidence. Eze, Gyökeres, all of these players, Nwaneri, all of these players are lacking in confidence. And we're going to need them going forward. We're going to need them going forward. 100% we're going to need them going forward. Big up Static, my friend. I hope you're well. Thank you for joining us. Always a pleasure, my friend. You know that. And we have Nicholas. How you doing, Nicholas? Welcome back. I know you've been busy. Welcome back, brother. Big up the chat, DJB. Hit the subs and likes. Yeah, come on. You know it makes sense. You know it makes sense. 18 likes so far. Let's go. Let's go, people. Martin Tapp. Eze was anonymous again. Turning out to be a moments player. Yeah. Yeah. The thing is, when he's been sold a dream and when he's sitting on the bench and he's not getting game time, it's very, very hard to get back up and running again. It really is. When you're lacking game time and you're lacking big game play and you've been sitting on the bench, I mean, 4 games not touching grass before he came on against Liverpool. And then he only had, what did he come on? Last 20 minutes of Liverpool, 15 minutes. It's just not enough. It's just not enough for someone like Eze to come on and start ripping up trees. He's got to start playing more games, more minutes. and then you'll start hopefully seeing the Eze that we signed. We might not see the Eze that we signed. This is how it is, people. This is welcome to the Arteta community. That's how it is. That's how it is. But I want to see Gyökeres start scoring goals. I want to see Gyökeres start playing and showing us, the striker, what we signed, because I don't want to go back to Jesus and Havertz being our main strikers. I think if we go back to that, we're in massive problems. We've got massive problems, good people. I'll be in and out of the stream. Should be a belter stream. I'll do my best, my friend. I'll do my best. Always a belter. But Nicholas, you go in and out as much as you want, brother. Welcome to the community, my friend. Binks Timber coming on was nonsense. 100%. 100%. Didn't really need him coming on. We was never in doubt. We was never in trouble. You don't need to risk them. I don't understand it. I don't need to. Yeah, it's just crazy. The only thing I can think of is he going to start? Is he going to start against Chelsea? What sort of team is he going to put out against Chelsea? Is he going to go strong? I started to think he wasn't, but something tells me he is. Something tells me he's got this in his head that he can win all 4 competitions, you know. It ain't happening. We know it ain't happening, but Arteta thinks he can win all 4 competitions because he's heard all the circulation. He's heard the media. Can they do the quad? You know, we heard it on the radio today. Arsenal are in all 4 competitions, and he hears this. He gets off on all of this, Arteta. So he could go strong. He could go strong against Chelsea. Got a big game coming up next weekend, though, against Nottingham Forest. That's going to be a difficult one. Tea time kickoff. So can't afford to drop points. Portsmouth lost 5-0 last week. Exactly. I mean, look, 4-1 and you're thinking it's a walk in the park. It wasn't a walk in the park. We had to get an own goal to get us going, and we scored 3 set pieces. It wasn't. I think we was in control, but I don't think it was a walk in the park. First half, you know, Portsmouth played their part. So big up to Portsmouth. Do not see what Hazer suffers. All I saw was assist for Martinelli. Otherwise, that was it, Joseph. That was it. That was it. The assist for Martinelli. He wasn't offering anything before he got injured, was he? He scored them goals against Crystal Palace in the Carabao Cup, League Cup. But up until then, he wasn't really offering much at all. He hasn't really offered much since he came to Arsenal Football Club. What striker has under this football manager? Let's be real. Who has? This is what I'm trying to say. And you're seeing it now from Gyökeres. He's not offering much. This is the problem we've got. We've got a manager that can't get the best out of centre forwards, number 9s. Yeah, he just can't get the best out of them. You know, so we're hoping again that Gyökeres comes good, because you can't rely on a man like Jesus. I want him sold. Sell him while he's fit. You know, we will be talking about the January transfer window. It is opening, or it's open. And do we sign during January? I don't think we will, personally. I don't think the owners are going to give him any more money in January. I think he's got plenty of depth. Does he want any more players? If someone came available, would Berta be up for it? Would there be money available? I think we need to get players out the door, personally, before we start signing anyone. So we'll have to wait and see. Big up, DJB. I heard that Jez went to the game today. I was. Do you know what? He was umming and ahhing because he was trying to persuade his Mrs. Jez to go, and to his shock and horror, because we was on a stream. I think we was on the stream the other day, and he was turning around to Mrs. Jez and saying, like, "Do you want to go to Portsmouth?" And she went, "Yeah," and he was like, "Oh, okay then." So I'll have to see. I mean, if he went, big up Jez. Because I don't think he's not far from, he's that neck of the woods. So I don't think he's that far from Portsmouth, to be honest. I've been there a couple of times. Nasty place to go. not violent wise, but it's just it's quite an intimidating place, and the wind comes off of that Solent. It really does, you know. Listen, it's a cup tie. It's a cup tie, and you get the job done. You're in the next round. I mean, what more can I say? What more can I say? Would I have liked it more convincing? Yeah, of course I would have. Would I have liked to have seen much better football? Yeah, of course I would have. Was there individual performances? I thought Norgard done okay, as I said earlier. You know, Martinelli got his 3 goals. Madueke shows you little moments that goes with the team, really, doesn't it? You know, he suits Arsenal, doesn't he? Moments. Eze, disappointing. Jesus, don't do enough for me again. Yeah, so is what it is. Is what it is. Miles Lewis Skelly at his level when he's playing Portsmouth. Done okay. Ethan struggled a little bit to get going, showed a little bit in the second half, but again, lacking game time, lacking confidence. Managers killed him. Let's be real. You know, Eze and Gyökeres would get into 90% of the Premier clubs. Yeah, 100%. 100%. There's not many clubs that wouldn't start Eze and Gyökeres. 10 away from 2 point. Yeah, exactly, guys. Come on, 2.3k now subscribers on this channel, people. So if you're new, come across it for the first time. I know most of you guys have already subbed. People that follow me, and big up to every single one of yous. But if you're up late, or you're up on a Sunday evening and you've come across my channel, have a little sub. Thank you very much, Kawaja. Thank you very much indeed. Gabriel Martinelli got a player of the match. He's not a winger, he's a striker. Yeah, I've been saying playing down the middle for absolute years, ages. Ages. Put him down the middle. He's not a left winger. He would do a lot of damage down the centre. Absolute 100%. Did you hear what Arteta said about Havertz? He's yeah. Oh, he can't wait, man. He's so excited. He's like a little bit. It's like Christmas again, isn't it? You know, he's like that little boy waking up, or that little girl waking up Christmas morning. Yeah, he can't wait. He unwrapped Havertz. He couldn't wait. He's over the moon. He's back. Listen, he gives us another option off the bench. So, and we're paying his wages. So, on that aspect, I'm pleased that he's back. I'd rather him be back fit than not fit. Is he something I'm going to get excited about? No, because I wasn't excited about him last season when he played for us. Wasn't excited about the season before when he played for us. But he gives us something different. And he suits the way Arteta likes to play. So if he can get the best out of him and we can start scoring goals from other areas, then all well and good. I just can't see it. I just don't see it, but it's what it is. Notice how Odegaard played forward passes to 29. Yep, that's going to be more and more evident. Look, I've said about Gyökeres, right? And I said that he would not hit the ground running with his football team. I said that when he came to the football team, he'll look bang average. He'd be lucky to score 20 plus goals. I said he'd only score 15 if he's lucky. But he hasn't shown me enough in other areas. He could do a lot more. Yeah, I know it's the system. I know it doesn't suit him. I know Arteta's not going to get the best out of him. I know all that. But sometimes as a player, you've got to create your own luck, and you've got to do a little bit more. And for me, he just hasn't done it. I'm still backing him. I'm hoping he will. I'm hoping he'll come good. I'm hoping he'll score lots of goals. That's what I'm hoping. But at the moment, I'm not seeing it. So when I look at the other options, I'm now thinking, Jesus, I didn't see it from him anyway. So he's not going to convince me. Then I look at the other option, Havertz, been out injured for a long while. He's coming back in the frame. Before he went injured, did he do it for me? No, he didn't. So I'm still looking at this Arsenal team with £1 billion spent, and we're no better off in the front line. We're no better off. we've still, as we sit here now, we still can't say we've got a prolific goal scorer. We have by CV in Gyökeres because he's done it elsewhere, but he's not doing it for Arsenal at the moment. So right now, we haven't got a goal scorer. So, yeah, it is a bit of a worry. It is a bit of a worry going forward. Marley Salmon should have come on earlier. I'd have started him. My friend. 5-8. I'd have started him, but brother, I'm telling you, I said start Marley Salmon. It would have been a perfect game for him to start. Why not? Start him, bring him off. Yeah, these are the games, these are the games you got to blood these youngsters in. I'd have started Marley Salmon all day long. I think he's going to be a good little player. DJB, not a great performance. Scoreline discredits Portsmouth, however, job's done. AFC always, that's what it is. Yeah, it weren't amazing. It was job done. Listen, it could have been a potential banana skin. When they got that early goal, that could have been messy. That could have got a little bit untidy, to be honest. But it could have gone into extra time and all sorts of madness going on. We could have had to bring on Declan Rice. We should, but we come away from there 4-1 into the next round. A lot of the big guns rested. So yeah, we move on. Of course, it can be better. The whole season can be better. Performances can be better. We're just winging it, really, aren't we? Let's be honest. We're just there. You know what I mean? I don't know how we do it. We're getting a lot of luck. The own goal. It's just crazy. Arteta believes his own eye. He always has done, my friend. He drives me nuts. Arteta believing his own eye. That happens when you surround yourself with yes men. 100% Binks. 100%. Don't you? Martin Tat, I hope you're well, my friend. Big up to you. Arteta was blowing bubbles up Havertz's backside after the game, saying he was a joy to watch. His movement and awareness, important player for us. It's just fucking madness, isn't it? Isn't it, Martin? If you're Victor Gyökeres right now, and you're listening to your manager come out with all of this, what does it, and you're low on confidence anyway, what is that saying to you? What message is that saying to your £70 million striker? What messages is that sending out? That is sending out, hey, brother, you might be filling in a gap whilst Havertz is injured. But he's back now. Take a seat. Training ground bust up, incoming, people. Training ground bust up, incoming. Said it from day dot. You'll be looking at the Arsenal team sheet. Yeah, starting 11, and you'll be going, where's Victor Gyökeres? He's not even on the bench. Is he injured? No, I didn't hear nothing. Is he ill? No, I didn't hear nothing. Family problems, something wrong with his parents or something like no. And then it'll all come out. There was a bust up with Arteta because that's what's going to happen. He's going to lose it big time. Honestly, it's just waiting to happen. Big up, Darren. Hope you're well. I think Arteta has cancelled his Dubai holiday this year. Probably. Gabriel Jesus got the assist for Gabriel Martinelli's second goal. Did absolutely nothing. Nope. And he ain't going to. Man United are out the Carabao Cup, FA Cup for the first time since 81-82. It's madness, isn't it? Isn't it crazy? Man United and Spurs' season is over. We've only just took the Christmas decorations down and they're finished. They've gone, that saying, going down with the decorations. That's them. Their season's over. What's the point of them fans now? Fans are going just for the ride, just for a day out now. So that's what I'm saying. Life could be a lot harder, couldn't it? Listen, I'm not Arteta in an Arteta fan club and all this and all that. And I'm not, there's a lot of things that I want to change at this football club. But it could be a lot worse, couldn't it? It could be a lot worse, people. Big up to you, my friend. Unfortunately, I think even if we do sign a superstar, Arteta will ruin him. Facts. I don't want anyone signed. As I said, January transfer window, are we going to sign anyone? I don't think so, personally. I don't think so. I think if a real opportunity came along, they possibly might, but I think we've got to get players out the door. I've said it all along. If we can get money for Martinelli, go and sell him. Get money for Jesus, go and sell him. 100%. 100%. Yeah, definitely. If someone's willing to pay 70, 80 million for Odegaard in the summer, get rid of him as well. 100%. It's going to need freshening up at some point. At some point, it's going to need freshening up. Luke's Lucky Bunch, big up, my friend. Big up to you, my friend. Big up to you. Welcome Sunday evening. And Saka signs a 5-year deal. So what? Is my answer to that. So what? Over the moon, he signed a 5-year deal. Contracts don't mean anything nowadays. Just means that we can call the shots when we come to sell him. Doesn't mean to say he's going to stay at the club for 5 years. Wonder what their promises has been. When you got a player like Saka signing a 5-year deal, they must get shown the bigger picture, mustn't they? There's got to be reassurances because realistically, he knows that Arteta's not going to be here for 5 years. He must know Arteta ain't going to be here for 5 years. No matter what he wins, Arteta's going to want to move on eventually. Whether it be his own doing, whether it be fan pressure, whether it be the club booting him out, we don't know. But I'll be very shocked and surprised if the manager's here in 5 years' time. Very shocked. So what assurances has Saka had to sign a 5-year deal? Seen the list, hasn't he? He must have done. Tomorrow is 25-26 FA Cup full round draw. Let's hope we face a team not from the Premier League. I want to face Macclesfield Town, Norwich or Stoke. Something like that will help us. Kawaja, home tie. That's all you want. You want a home tie. Ideally, you want a lesser team. What you don't want to be going away to Norwich. You don't want to be going away to Stoke. And you don't want to be going away to Macclesfield and Mansfield and all that. You don't want any away days in the FA Cup. You want all your ties to be at home. Do you know what? I've got a funny feeling we're going to get West Ham. I've just got this feeling we're going to get West Ham in the Cup. I've just got this funny feeling we're going to get West Ham. I don't know why. And I'll probably be well wrong. To guess who you're going to get in the next round of the FA Cup is like so difficult. But I just got a funny feeling we're going to get a Premiership club. We could even get, I reckon we're going to get Brighton or someone like that. Brighton, West Ham. I don't think we're getting any of these teams, you know. I think we're getting a Premiership team. Big up DJB. Arsenal board are the problem because they keep trusting Arteta. They will be the problem for me. If they give him another 4 or 5 years, then that will be a problem for me. At the moment, they've spent lots of money. Yeah, I blame the board for keeping him there this season because, as I keep on saying time and time again, he should have won something last season. That Carabao Cup should have been won by us last season. The FA Cup should have been won by us last season. We should have won a trophy last year. So when he rocked up this year and he was still at the football club, I'm thinking, come on, the owners, sort your life out. So, yeah. No, listen, their time will come. The owners will come. If he gets 4, 5, 6 year contracts handed to him and 20 odd £million a year, yeah, it'll be the owners again. I'll start blaming the owners now. I won't start blaming Arteta. I'll start blaming the owners. Because you can't really blame Arteta, can you? If they give him another 5 years and £20 million, You can't blame the manager. Why blame the manager? Because who else? No one else would turn that down, would they? You got to blame the owners. So we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, brother. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Trust me. That's on hold. Binks Quadra, if we face a Premier League team, we're out. Yeah, depending on what one we get. If we get a home tie, I fancy us against most teams, to be honest. If we get a tricky one away, then don't know. But big up to Macclesfield, by the way, knocking out the Olders Palace. They're going through a rough time at the moment, Crystal Palace. They've plummeted down the division. They're not winning many games. They get knocked out of the FA Cup. They're having a bad time at the moment. Glasner's having a bad time. He's going to be gone by the end of the season, Glasner. They've not backed him. They've not backed him at all. See, this is where Arteta is lucky, because he's been backed and backed and backed. He's been backed more than the Grand National. Whereas Glasner, he hasn't been given anything. He's lost all his best players, Elise, Eze, and he hasn't been given any assurances. I think he's copped the ump. I think there's bad vibes around at Crystal Palace. But big up Macclesfield, big up Mansfield. Yeah, big up. And West Ham as well get a result. Can't believe that. Took them to extra time, but they actually won a football match. Incredible. Hammers fans are buzzing round here. They think they've won the FA Cup already. Could they win the FA Cup and get relegated in 1 year? Would they take that? That's a question, isn't it? Would West Ham fans take winning the FA Cup and getting relegated? That's a weird one. I'm glad Havertz is back. Not saying he's the answer, but he's better than the other pair. The evidence is there. Victor Gyökeres, yeah, well, listen. Havertz is not for me as a striker, but I understand what Havertz brings. I'm with Kenny Ken on that. I understand what he brings to the team. I don't like it. I don't want it. I wanted Gyökeres to hit the ground running. I wanted Victor Gyökeres to start scoring loads of goals, because I didn't want Havertz anywhere near the team. No one did. Let's be honest. No Arsenal fan did. Even the top of the top gooners that worship the ground Arteta walks on didn't want Havertz in the team. We was all hoping that Gyökeres would hit the ground running, but he hasn't. So now they're looking at Havertz. They're desperate. I'm not. I think all three of them, unless they can prove me wrong, are not good enough at the moment. I don't think we've got suitable backup on the left wing. Martinelli's got a hat-trick today, but would you start Martinelli for 90 minutes in every game? Would you start Martinelli against Nottingham Forest? Not really. And Trossard's having a brilliant season, but is he the answer going forward? So, as I said, January transfer window, if the opportunity came along, I'd like to think that we can strengthen. It ain't going to happen, but yeah, I still think there's areas where we can strengthen. I'd like to see, I'm the jury's still out for Madueke for me. He's got all the potential one-on-one. When he gets the ball, you kind of lean forward out your chair, because he's got most the beating of most centre fullbacks. One-on-one, Noni Madueke would probably beat his man. It's when he's beating his man. Do you know what I mean? He loses connection, doesn't he? It's like your Wi-Fi at home, isn't it? It works, and then all of a sudden, when you want it, and it stops working or it crashes, you think, "Oh no, that's Madueke." He's like, "Come on, it's that final third, that final ball." He just frustrates me, man. He's a bench player. Let's be honest. We've got a lot of bench players. We've got a lot of players to come off the bench. They're not starters going forward, are they? You wouldn't put them in your first 11 week in, week out. Not for me. Not for me. I've just watched Real Madrid, Barcelona, and Barcelona absolutely destroyed Real Madrid in the final tonight. Hansi Flick should be at Arsenal. Oh, that'd be amazing. You imagine, right? You imagine how good Ethan Nwaneri would be under Hansi Flick. Just imagine how good he would be under Hansi Flick. Yeah. Unbelievable. I still fancy Barcelona to win the Champions League, personally. Yeah, I know. I did say foolishly enough on Dan's stream that I think Arsenal win the Champions League, but nah, I've not quite seen enough this season for Champions League for me. Gyökeres, Jesus, Havertz have to perform. Simple. Yep, 100%. Hansi Flick, phase 2, 4th trophy, 100%. Khawaja. Record just speaks for itself, doesn't it, mate? It just speaks for itself. Every record that managers set now outweighs by a mile Arteta. Hansi Flick. Yeah. And yet they put Arteta above them. I wouldn't have Hansi Flick at Arsenal. I wouldn't replace Arteta with Hansi Flick. Oh, no way. Oh, no. Barcelona would beat Arsenal in the Champions League. Yeah. See, the thing is with these teams, they get better. They're like fine wines. They get better as the season goes on. Early in the season, they have weird results, don't they? Oh, Barcelona's been beat tonight like 4-0, 3-0, and you think, what? But as the season goes on, when it gets to the sort of real nitty-gritty part of the season and there's trophies up for grabs, Champions Leagues and Spanish Cups and league titles, these teams just get better and better. They just pull it out the bag. DJB, no corners, no goals. That's what it seems like. That's exactly what it seems like. Facts. The stats don't lie, do they, my friend? The stats don't lie. Why can't Arsenal move like a big club? Sell Jesus to the Saudis in Jan, then go and sign another top striker. DG, been saying it all along, brother. Been saying it all along. Jesus is going to go on a free. We are going to get no money for him whatsoever. He's going to end up going on a free, or I'll tell you this, right? And you can clip this. I'll give Jesus by till the end of February, and he'll be injured again. He'll be injured again and out for the rest of the season. He'll break down with something. I'm telling you. And then it'll be Tomiyasu settings. Yeah. 100%. You can't rely on him. Get him gone whilst he's fit. Seriously. Saw a piece on ex-journalists put up that, in his own words, Arteta owns Arsenal. In other words, he's the manager, not head coach, and has control, final say on transfers, sports science. I've been saying it all along, Martin. People think I've been mental. He's bigger than the football club. I've said that time and time again. Mikel Arteta is bigger than Arsenal Football Club. He's bigger than the fans. He's bigger than the players. He is Arsenal Football Club. Everything goes through Arteta. Everything. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Nothing. That wouldn't surprise me, Martin. That would not surprise me, brother. Big up DG2301. The Cronkies are a major problem. Yeah, they gave him this year. I didn't agree with that at all. But what you can't knock the Cronkies for is the money they've given this manager. They've spent a lot of money. A lot of money. Great show, and this will be big up, Static, big up. 33 likes. Come on, let's get them up. 56 in the building. Should have 56 likes minimum. Just pop. That's all you got to do. It takes like no time at all, people. Come on. And if you're new, if you come across the channel, sub to the channel. It does help us, guys. It helps us build the community. Big up to every single one of you. I hope you're well. I hope your family's well, and all good, people. All good. Vincenzo Sue, big up, my friend. Big up to you. And big up to you also, Vincenzo. This is what I like, people. You're all a community. We're all friends here. We're all, even though you've probably not met one another, in fact, you probably haven't met one another, we get on here and it's all nice and everyone says hello to each other. Any fans that from other clubs, all welcome. Been saying it from day one on my channel. You won't get ripped to pieces. You won't get made fun of. It's all good. All the comments are good. Keep your comments clean. No politics. Nothing like that, guys. Nothing like that. It's a football channel. And that's all we're interested in. That's what unites us all around the world, people. That's what unites us all around the world. This should be Arteta's last season. Whatever happens. Big clubs sack managers when they win trophies. Yeah, I'd like to think he'd go out on a high. Personally, I think that, as I said, I've always said there's a shelf life for managers. I think that it will start going stale. People say, look, I get it. If he wins the Premiership and wins trophies, I get that he will be here for another season. I wouldn't like it. It wouldn't be my choice, but I get it. I understand it. I just worry long term. I just worry that if he gets another deal of 3-4 years, I think it will turn stale. I think it will start getting a bit toxic. And I don't think he'll retain titles. I don't think he'll retain the Premiership. I think it will start going backwards. I think players will get bored. Players will start getting itchy feet. They'll want to move on. They'll want to change the direction. I think you've got to keep it fresh. You've got to keep it fresh. Go out on a high. Thank you very much. Get someone in. Keep it rolling, people. Keep it rolling. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. Other people say, no, if he wins the Premiership, give him another 3 years. Give him another 5 years. Not for me. I say freshen it up. Keep it fresh. Keep it rolling. Right, Arteta, he's done this, blah, blah, blah. Right, get the next manager in. Hansi Flick, Luis Enrique, Zidane, someone like that. Carry on the momentum. Carry on the momentum. New ideas, new players, new way of thinking. That's my opinion. There's a shelf life in modern football now. You start going into the 10-year brackets of football managers. It don't work. It don't work. Simple as that. Definitely could be a lot worse, but we have gone trophyless for 5 years too, regardless of how close we were. It's results-based business. Absolutely. Absolutely. PB did it. Cool. All but we miss him. I've got to catch up with the chat, people. I'm like Shaney. I'm way behind. Same with Saliba. 5-year deal, Mr. Berta. Yeah. 5 years for Saliba. 5 years for Saka. Seems to be the run of the mill now for players, though, doesn't it? When you was hearing players signing 5-year deals at Chelsea last season, you're thinking, are they mad? 5 years you're giving that player. That seems to be run of the mill now. It used to be 2 years, didn't it? Or 3 years. Now 5 years seems to be like, that's it. Player comes in, 5-year deal. Doesn't mean anything. If they want to move, they'll move. If they want out the club, they want out the club. Just means that we can just stick them in the reserves or cash in on them. Means that we've got some sort of say in what they do. But realistically, if a player like Saliba and Saka wanted to move on and they showed interest, if we didn't win anything and in 2 years' time they wanted to leave the football club, we have to let them go, regardless of their contract. We've got to try and get the best money, best deal we can. What do you think Saka's actually worth, though? I think he's gone down in value. I think he's gone down in value. I think he's plateaued out. I don't think he's got to the levels he should have got to the levels. I don't think he's got to anywhere near where he should be. I think he's just a very, very good player that would probably walk into most teams. But for me, he's not gone up the levels that I expected. Be interesting to know. Put it in the chat. What would you pay for Gap? What would you pay for Saka if he didn't sign that 5-year deal and you wanted him at your football club? You run a football club, right? What realistically would Saka sell for right now? When we got Nottingham Forest away this Saturday, they will fight for a point plus Leeds away. Yes, massive, Joseph. Leeds away, I'm worried about. Horse type players, Tanaka, Sean, Longstaff, Anton Stack. Yeah, and Leeds are playing good football. It's going to be an hard game, Forest. They need the points. Big up, Kalen. Big up, my friend. Make sure you sub and smash your like. Welcome, my friend. Welcome. Arsenal will get Man City in the FA Cup. Yeah, I've got a feeling they'll get Brighton or West Ham. Big up all. I think we get a home draw versus a Prem team. Yeah, me too. I think we'll get a home draw, but I think it'll be a tough one. You don't want Stoke. No, you don't want Stoke. You don't want to go away. You don't want to go away to Stoke. You don't want to go to Stoke the best time. I'm only joking. I've been to parts of Stoke. It ain't bad, actually. Really nice little pubs. I have to be honest, I think Josh Kroenke is a step above Stan. Bringing Berta in at least makes me think he's serious. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Berta was a fantastic signing. Best signing we've had done in years. Can you imagine if Berta weren't at this football club? When you look at what Edu's done, right? Have a look at what Edu's done at Nottingham Forest. What a clown show that pair was, wasn't it? Eh? When Edu and Arteta was in charge of things, what a mess. People say to me, how did we waste money? We wasted millions. What we could have got, what we spent and what we should have got are two different things. We should have got Elise. We should have got Eze 2 seasons ago. Yeah? Crazy. Imagine if Berta weren't at the football club right now. We lost at home to the worst Man United team seen. Yeah, I know, exactly. Big up man like Danso. Hope you're well, brother. Hope you're well. Arteta can't work with world-class players. He can't move them on. He can't get the next level out of them. He really can't. Yeah. Hans Flick played 8 finals and won them all. Arteta played 7 semi-finals and his team has scored 1 goal. Shifty speaks for itself, my friend, doesn't it? Speaks for itself. That's why I want him gone. Keep saying it. I ain't changing my mind. I don't flip-flop. About. You'll know that. You can watch all my streams. Stick by it. I don't change my mind on scores when I do predictions. Yeah. You know, I really don't. I want him gone. I think long-term damage he's going to cause, and I keep saying it, he's going to be, yeah. At the moment, we're on a crest of a wave. That wave just hasn't crashed on the beach yet, unfortunately. It's still rolling around out in sea. That's Arsenal. We're still rolling around. We're still on the wave. It hasn't completely crashed on the beach yet. It will do. We just got to give it time. I'll sell Saka for 60 mil. Yeah, I was looking around 65 mil, I reckon. People are saying he's worth 120 mil, 130 mil. He ain't worth over 100 million. He's not worth over 100 million pound. No way. He should be. Saka should be over 100 million pound. He should be 140 million pound player now. Minimum. 70 mil, 65, 70 mil tops. Edu has made a mess of. Oh, absolutely crashed it. Crashed it. He made a mess of Arsenal. Pair of them. Him and Arteta. I'll tell you what, I was over the moon when he left, Edu. Absolutely over the moon. Chelsea versus Arsenal Wednesday, huge game for us. Need to win, get the advantage going. We need to win by 2 clear goals. I always say, no matter who you play in the first leg, you need a cushion of 2 goals. I always say it. No matter who you play, you have to go to the second leg 2 goals up. 2-0, 3-1, 4, doesn't matter. You have to have a 2-goal buffer over 2 legs to have any chance of going through. If we come away there 1-1, it's game on. 1-0, game on. So, yeah. If we only beat them 1-0, they're still in the tie. If it's 1-0, they're definitely in the tie. You know what I mean? We've got to bring them back to the Emirates at least. I'd say 2 goals. I'd say 2 goals. Because we've seen what this team does under pressure. We've seen what it does. It folds. It folds. Absolutely, Kawaja. Big up, Gunner 67. Hope you will, brother. Hope you will. We're away first leg at Chelsea. We are away first leg at Chelsea. Yeah. Kenny Ken's going, I think. I'm going second leg. I ain't going Wednesday. I ain't going away at Chelsea. I don't like Chelsea. I hate the ground. Hate it. Kenny loves it. I hate it. I hate going to Stamford Bridge. Not for me. Martinelli found his level, DJB. The guy is dusty. Yeah, he's found his level. He can go and play with Sheffield United. He'd rip the Championship to pieces, he would, Martinelli. He probably would Premiership if he played him in the right position. Played him down central. But for me, he hasn't done enough. He hasn't done enough. Look, big up to him. Got his hat-trick. But are you going to start him for 90 minutes? No. No. Trossard will be starting against Nottingham Forest. Definitely. Until he goes off the boil, because he's had last couple of games Trossard's played, he ain't, he's starting to show the old Trossard, isn't he? He's had a brilliant season this year, Trossard. I'll give him that. He's done brilliant, and I'm not knocking him. However, going forward, this is what I'm saying. If we're going to win trophies and you're going forward, do you want to be lining up with him next season as first choice? This is what I'm saying. We're away first leg. We are. Eden Vinay double agents killing the rival boys from within. Terry Tibbs, man, killing them. Absolutely. Yeah. Brilliant club, that Forest, Nottingham Forest, though. Brilliant history. Won't ever be done again what they done. European Cup. Won't ever be done again. No team like Nottingham Forest will ever do that. Ever. I've got a ticket for the second leg, Chelsea Arsenal, block 115. That's Binks, that's right near me. Next. Yeah, come and say hello. 114. Come and say hello. Be lovely to see you. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Come round. Yeah. Big up, Binks. Yeah, I look forward to seeing you. Awesome. Going to the second leg, Darren, big up. Yeah. I might see a lot of people there at second leg. It's great that you can get tickets. That's the one thing I like about the Carabao Cup. It does give people the opportunity to go. And I'm all for that. I haven't got a problem with people getting tickets on the exchange and everything else. If you can get along. Brilliant stuff. Your real ones, anyway. I'd like to see. I'd much rather see you people there than. Do you know what I mean? The people I don't want there. I want to see the real fans there. The real fans. Sully and Binks and all that. Martinelli will be dropped now for 6 weeks, probably. probably kiss of death, and it's scoring a hat trick. Look what happened to Eze. I don't think he's good enough to start anyway, Darren. But do you know what I would do? Here's one for people that are watching this back or that are in the chat right now. Do you know what I would try, Darren? If they don't hit the ground running, if they don't, in 2 more games, if Gyökeres is still showing the form he's showing, I'd go Martinelli down the middle. I'd go Martinelli centre forward. I'd go Martinelli as the number 9. Trossard on the left. And I'd put Martinelli up top. He done it with Havertz. And Havertz is a midfield player. Why can't you do it with Martinelli? Martinelli's played there before, scored goals. Look what he was doing when he was under Unai Emery. Why not? Why not? Arsenal have to get Luis Enrique in the club next season. I don't think he'll come. There's a big manager going to Man United. There is a big name going to Man United. Watch this space. And that's all they need. If Man United get a proper manager, in 2 years' time, watch out the Premiership. Watch out the Premiership. Have a change of winning mentality, get the best out of the team or the squad for sure. Yeah, definitely. I can see Zidane rocking up at Manchester United. Oh, it broke me heart, man. But I can see it. I can see Zidane rocking up at Man United. The manager I want at Arsenal. Arteta won't like striker Martinelli working well today in a 4-1. He won't play him, Darren. We've said it time and time again with this manager. He doesn't try anything different. It's all right beating Portsmouth 4-1. He didn't have to worry about his in-game management too much, did he? But against Liverpool, what did he try? What did he do any different? Like for like subs. Didn't try anything different. Didn't try to bamboozle Liverpool. Was happy for Liverpool to boss our midfield and just run through our midfield, knife through butter. Was more than happy just to sit back and watch it all unfold and hope his plan A would work out. He doesn't change anything. Didn't do it against PSG in the semi-final of the Champions League. Didn't do it against Man United in the FA Cup. Didn't do it against Newcastle in the Carabao Cup. Every big game, he sticks to the same principle. 4-1 today against Portsmouth. Didn't have to change it. It worked. It worked. Set piece, own goal, job done. But in those big games, and those big moments, you have to try something different. And he don't do it. He don't do it. He wouldn't bring Martinelli off the left and play him in the centre. Switch Saka to the left, Madueke on the right. Go 4-4-2. Play another striker alongside Gyökeres up front. Perhaps that's what he needs, Victor Gyökeres. Perhaps play Havertz alongside him. Use Havertz as like the Bergkamp type of player that used to feed Henry and all of that. Who knows? It could work. But he won't try it. The manager won't try it. He's set in his ways. He ain't going to try that. He ain't going to try that. Why do you hate the ground at Chelsea? Is a nightmare. I just don't like it. I don't like the way we go in. I don't like the way we come out. I don't like their fans. I don't like where we stand on the I don't like where the away end is. I just don't like it. Just don't like it. Sorry, it's just not one of my favourite grounds to go to. I just don't like it. It's a bit of a trek as well for me where I live. It's a bit of a long way. It just don't float my boat. I've been there. I've been to Stamford Bridge. Loads of times. Lost count. And it just, no. If it was an important league match, if it was Premiership and we needed 3 points to win the Premier League and we was at Chelsea, then I'd go. But Carabao Cup, FA Cup, so I'm not going Chelsea. The biggest con Pep ever did was convincing the Arsenal board the Arteta is a great manager. I know, he talks the talk, doesn't he? Talks the talk, my friend. I will come and say hello. Big up, Binks. Yep. Yep, I'll be with my son. You'll see me there. You'll see me there. You come round and say hello. You'll be more than welcome. Big up, DJB in chat. What's your Arsenal 11 for Wednesday? Brian, relegation to world champs. Hey, big up, my friend. Welcome to the community. Make sure you sub. I'll go with Kepa in goal. I'll go Timber right back. Skelly left back. Well, Nkape's injured, isn't he? I think he might be forced to play Gabriel and Saliba. I think that's might. So I'd keep the back four strong. I'd play Eze. I'd play Wanyeri. I'd start Madueke. I'd play Gyökeres up front. I'd play Martinelli on the left. That'd be it for me. I'd go Gyökeres, Madueke, Martinelli, Eze, Merino. Yeah. Should be good enough to beat Chelsea or get a result. See, what you got to realise is he can't go full strength, can he? Because any injuries now, and City go and win. If City win that Manchester derby next week and we fail against Nottingham Forest, they're 3 points behind. So it's got to be, yeah. You got to use your squad. You got to use your squad. And I know a lot of people are going to go, well, go strong. It's a cup. We can't. It's not disrespecting it because we've got the squad depth, apparently. I think it's overrated, but we've got the squad depth, right? And if he's a decent manager, then whoever he picks should be good enough to go and win that game or get something out of it. As long as we don't lose it, I think we could be all right. But as I said, I would like to come away Wednesday with 2 clear goals. But I think similar to the team he picked today could start Wednesday. Very similar. It's just that I don't think he'll... What he might do, he might play Norgard in midfield. That's an option. He might bring Norgard in the 6. He might go Norgard and Merino, Eze, Madueke, Gyökeres, Martinelli. Something like that. Which wouldn't be too bad, would it? I think Norgard would be all right. I think he'd be all right. The agent of Gyökeres must have known that style of play Arteta uses will not suit Gyökeres. That's part of the agent's job to look after the client. 100%. He must have had offers and good money. Yeah. I think, as I said, I think Gyökeres has kind of gone there and thought, oh, crap, what have I done here? You know? It's like when you buy that car and you read all about it, you do the research, and you really want it, you go and pick it up, and after about 3 months, you're driving it down the motorway or you're driving it on holiday, and you think to yourself, I don't like the way it handles, I don't like the suspension, don't like the gear ratios, don't like the way it accelerates, and you just fall out of love with it, and you want to get rid of it. I think that's Gyökeres with Arsenal. Yeah. I think he's gone there and thought, this ain't what I thought it's going to be. I hope Maresca doesn't rock up at Man United. No, I don't think it'd be Maresca. I can see him. Honestly, there's going to be a big manager going to Man United. Come on, you Gunners. Big up, Lynch. Yeah, come on, you Gunners. Let's get a good draw tomorrow. Nice little home draw. Mansfield at home. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Mansfield at home. Get all the kids going. Get all the youth turning up at Arsenal. Kids for a... I'll tell you what they should do, right? And I've been saying this for time. If Arsenal get a home draw in the FA Cup, right? They should do kids for £1. So if you get a ticket on the exchange, right, they should do something. Like make the tickets like dirt cheap. Yeah. If they go on general sale, for instance, like if we get Macclesfield at home and they go on general sale, just do them for like a tenner or something. You know, do them cheap. Why not? Why not? Give something back to the fans, you know. Arteta won't play Martinelli in the 9 striker. He wouldn't continue. No, he won't. He won't. He ain't ever going to change the system. He won't ever change the system. He believes his system's going to get him all the way. But big up to everyone that's in. Make sure that you sub, smash a like as well, people. Come on, you know what to do. You know it makes sense. What have we done to you? We're going to batter Chelsea 3-0. I'm pretty sure you said that before, and they went down to 10 men and we still couldn't get the job done. Listen, Chelsea, Stamford Bridge in the cup, don't underestimate them, Pete. Don't underestimate them. Chelsea know how to win cups. They know how to scam a cup, Chelsea. They've just done it time and time again. They know how to scam a cup. DJB had this feeling that the Arsenal camp is not entirely pleased with the system. They play Eze, not happy with the system. He doesn't have much choice. I always say that when a team's winning, everyone's happy with the system. It's not when you're winning the problems rise. It's when you start losing. If we crash out the Carabao Cup, if we crash out the FA Cup, depending on who we get next round, and we start drawing and and struggling in the Premiership, players like Eze and Gyökeres, when he starts messing around, that's when unrest starts coming into the system. At the moment, everyone's happy. We're beating teams. We're picking up points. All well and good. It's when it starts going wrong. What happens then when Eze's not getting a game and Gyökeres ain't scoring goals and he's dropping in for Havertz? That's when it all starts going pear-shaped, people. And it will happen. It will happen. What's funny is the other Gabriel as Arteta has bought from the French market. I'll tell you what, right? Jesus, he's not the answer. I don't care what anyone says. He's not the answer. 64 in the building. Big up to everyone that's locked in. To be fair, he's okay up front. Marino, Binks just not in midfield. Marino not in midfield, although he done well in the 6 today, 100%. Kepa White, King of Brazil. Bill, MLS, Norgard, Marino, Eze, Martinelli, Trossard, strong bench, Rice, Saka to come on 60, 70 minutes. Yep. I can see it's similar team to today, to be honest, Darren. I can. I don't think he's going to risk too much. He's got too much to lose, hasn't he? But we need this cup. We need this Carabao Cup. We can't go out of another semi-final. We can't. We really can't. Arteta, Postman, Pat, set piece, FC, chicken and chips. B. Pompey rubbish, football, Spanish, Brendan Rodgers. Big up Michael Thomas, the best name in the universe. Oh, big up my friend. He's on form tonight, Michael Thomas. Big up to you. Agree this semi-final is important. It's massive. Absolutely massive. There's still a second leg. Yeah. 2-2 in the first leg, Darren. Yeah. Yeah, I can see it being a draw. This is the one I'll go with. 60 likes. Big up Static. Legend of a mod, my friend. Yeah, 60 likes. Well, that's good. It's on the right track, guys. It's on the right tracks. 1-1. That's what I'm going for. I'm going for a 1-1 as well. I think it's going to be pretty similar to what it was in the league, to be honest. I think it's going to be 1-1. And it'll be all to play for second leg. So Binks, Darren, we'll be there. We'll be there. And if we go out, I'm telling you now, If we go out, don't. I was gutted last year. Arteta's semi-final record is poor. It's diabolical. It's worse than poor. It's absolutely diabolical. Chelsea 2-0. Go on Welbeck. Yeah, Danny Welbeck, man. Probably one of the most underrated players in the last 2 seasons, in the last 3 years. Danny Welbeck, I'm telling you. I'd take Danny Welbeck right now. That's how far we've come as a football club in our number 9 position. £1 billion spent, and I'm sitting here saying I'd take Danny Welbeck. You make that make sense, because I'm telling you now, current form, I'd take down Danny Welbeck all day long. 3-0 Arsenal, we spanked Chelsea. Hope so, Sahal. Big up, my friend. How you doing? The Bonatuli 8529. Big up. Welcome to the community, my friend. Welcome. We should buy more players from the French leagues. Why Arteta's only bought 1 player from now. France has so much quality, especially with attackers. Shies, 100%. Me and Lee and Matty, I mean, some of the football they show me, Matty and Lee, backstage when we do have football sometimes of an evening. Some of them players in that French league are just incredible. Incredible. But see, I always say, you can have the players. Gyökeres is a good player. And I know I say he's crap at Arsenal, because let's face it, he is. He is. Let's not gloss it. He's not doing very well at Arsenal Football Club right now, is he? But he's not a bad player. You put Gyökeres in that Liverpool team midweek, they win the game. You put Gyökeres in an Aston Villa team, he goes and scores 15, 20 goals. You go and put Gyökeres in a Brentford team, he goes and scores 20 goals. But strikers and Arteta is a mismatch. That's why he's never bought one in 5 years. There's a reason. It's not coincidence. There's a reason the man hasn't bought a striker, because he don't know what to do with them. Who would you like to see as the new Arsenal manager? Zinedine Zidane, been saying it all along. I want Zidane at Arsenal Football Club. That's who I've said right from the start. And all the chat knows, my friend. As I said, I don't flip flop about. I've said Zidane from day one. I'd love Zidane at Arsenal. I would. And if Zidane don't do it, Zidane gets the same treatment at Arsenal as Arteta. As much as I think he's an absolute god of a football player, and he's got a good reputation as a manager. Any manager that comes to Arsenal, if they turn out to be appalling, they get the same treatment. But right now, I'd take Zidane, definitely. If he goes to Man United, I'll be absolutely gutted. I tell you what, right? I was so annoyed Jurgen Klopp went to Liverpool. When Jurgen Klopp was circling at the time, I was going, go and get him at Arsenal. Go and get Jurgen Klopp. Go and get Klopp now at Arsenal. He'd have come. Jurgen Klopp would have come to Arsenal. Jurgen Klopp should have been our football manager. He should have. He'd have been a hero. I kept saying it. Go get Jurgen Klopp. Go get Klopp. Go get Klopp. I really wanted Jurgen Klopp. When he went to Liverpool, I was gutted. I'm thinking, no, we've missed an opportunity there. Look at the opportunity we've missed there. He'd have come. Klopp would have come, definitely. It's just Liverpool got ahead of us. We didn't show any interest. Kai Havertz will play, remember. It's what he does off the ball work, right? He will. Joseph, he'll play, mate. He's in. He's in. Do you know what? Wouldn't surprise me if he don't start against Chelsea, you know. He might start against his old football club, Chelsea. Gyökeres could be dropped against Chelsea. That's when it's all going to start going pear-shaped. That's when it's all going to start going pear-shaped. Would you take Glasner? He'll get the best out of Eze for sure. Listen, I think Glasner's a brilliant manager. I think he's done brilliant for Crystal Palace. He's just not been backed. And I think Glasner will get a good job. No, I wouldn't take Glasner. After Arteta, I'd want someone a bit special. I'd want someone big. Zidane, Enrique, Hansi Flick, you know, that sort of caliber. Ancelotti, get me Ancelotti all day long. You know, that's the sort of caliber of manager this football club would need. Yeah, no disrespects to Glasner. I think he'll just be putting the dishes away after Arteta, you know, emptying out the dishwasher, that kind of thing. No, not for me. Although I've got a load of respect for Glasner. French players are not shy to speak up. No, that's what it is. Arteta rules. Arteta rules. Sums it up. Spent £1 billion, DJB. You wouldn't take, and you take Danny Welbeck. Exactly. Wouldn't you, Martin? I mean, I'd take Thiago right now. We haven't got a centre forward. I said this when I done my late night chat the other night. We haven't got a centre forward right now. We're back to square one. We are back to where we were last season with the centre forward. Oh, go get a centre forward. That's all we need. It's a missing piece. Go get the centre forward. If we had a centre forward, we'd score loads of goals. We'll win the league. We'll win the league by 20, 30 points, whatever. All this madness. We ain't got a centre forward. We've brought Gyökeres in. Has he done much different than what Havertz done the season before? No. Has he done much different to what Jesus has done? No. We've not had a centre forward since Aubameyang. Let's be real. We've got to stop all this nonsense and all this like, oh yeah, but we've got Havertz and we've got Jesus and we've got Gyökeres. No, we haven't. We have not replaced Aubameyang. We're still looking for that missing piece. Unless Gyökeres can start scoring goals, unless we can start getting the best out of him, then we haven't got a centre forward. But right now, with the system we play, the way Arteta plays, what we've got on offer, there ain't no centre forward at Arsenal Football Club right now. There is in name, there is on paper, but on the pitch, there ain't one. Martin, Odegaard, yeah. They say Zidane wouldn't come to England because of the language issues. Let's hope he has been having lessons, fingers crossed. Binks, they say that Zidane wouldn't come to England, right? If you're offering that man £20 million and an interpreter, he ain't got language issues, mate. He understands football. Binks, anyone would come to for the right money and for the right situation. He'll come. £20 million, 3-year deal. 3-year deal, 20 million. What's managers got to lose? Managers are blessed, aren't they? Managers are blessed. They're the only people I know that can foul and walk away with more money than what they joined the club with. Look how much money he walked away. Amorim walked away from Man United the other day. Look at all the managers that foul at football clubs. They're not bothered. They get millions of pounds put in their bank and then they go and get another job. Amorim will rock up somewhere. He'll end up at West Ham or something. Someone will have him. It's like Arteta. If he failed at Arsenal, he'd go find another job. Arsenal should attract the best of managers because they're established. Yeah, they should go for the best. Ancelotti, after the World Cup, go and get Ancelotti before he goes Man United. Thoughts on Ranieri actually getting game time? Peace offering, wasn't it? Peace offering. Soon whipped him off though, didn't he? Didn't give him 90 minutes. Couldn't wait to get him off. He gets on, can't even get 90 minutes against Portsmouth. Couldn't even keep him off. Couldn't even keep him on for the whole game. Just like Smith Rowe, just how he used to handle Smith Rowe. Play Smith Rowe in cup games and then bench him. Or he'll bring him off half time. Told you he's going. His career path at Arsenal is exactly the same as Emil Smith Rowe's, Reece Nelson's, all of them men. Exactly the same. Free him up, get rid of him, sell him, loan him out, do what you will. There's no future at Arsenal Football Club for this young man, unfortunately. Would you take Zerbi, DJB? He plays good attacking football with Marseille. Possibly. Would the fans accept someone like Zerbi? Probably not. I mean, look at... Do you know what I mean? Look at Unai Emery's record. Look at the trophies he's won. Is it 11 or something? 11 trophies that man's won. Look what he's doing to Aston Villa. And what? 80% of this fan base didn't want him. Absolutely crucified him. And yet this guy's gone 6 years, nearly 7 years with no trophies. And he gets all the time in the world. Make it make sense. I just don't. I've just never been able to get my head around it. Golden boot winner, yeah, exactly. Noticed one time Ethan passed the ball out to play. Arteta looked at him angry. Joseph, yeah, exactly. It doesn't suit him. You put Ethan Nwaneri down at Bournemouth. Watch him play then. Put him anywhere. Put him in West Ham team. West Ham could do with Ethan Nwaneri. He'd ball out at West Ham. He'd be a hero. They'd buy shirts, Ethan Nwaneri shirts. They'd have Nwaneri on the back. They'd love him at West Ham. He's a West Ham player through and through. Gets the ball direct, cuts inside, plays with a bit of freedom. Oh, they'd love him down there. 100%. Nwaneri needs to have a serious chat with his agent. I'd say if I was his dad, I'd be having a serious chat with his agent and all. Don't worry about that, Martin. You imagine being a parent of that young kid. I'm telling you now, I'd be getting his agent. I'd be having a serious chat. JCG, I saw that. Direct bullying by Arteta. Leave the feedback to half-time. Talk about undermining him. I think Arteta just doesn't like him. Exactly, Binks. Exactly. I reckon Zidane would turn down 20 million than put up with this club, DJP. It's a big club. It's an attractive club, mate. Nicholas, you know, the Arsenal, to manage Arsenal Football Club is a massive opportunity for a lot of managers. We've not had many managers over the years, though. When you compare the amount of managers that Chelsea have had, Man City, Spurs, we've not really, for a big club, we don't really get rid of managers. You know? We've not really gone through that much managers, really. So we'll have to wait and see. But I just think that's modern football now. I just think it's modern football to freshen it up. Yeah. Keep the players on their toes. It can't be normal, can it, to have a manager now at a football club 9-10 years playing the same system all the time, week in, week out, same training methods, same system on the pitch. It's just not healthy, is it? PR is strong with this one. Massive PR. 13-11 top leagues, and Stark got third division team to second division team, other team in division second. Yeah, 100%. DJB, have you noticed our fan base are quiet when they get a favoured decision, i.e. Liverpool, whatever? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. The difference with Ethan is that he's always fit compared to Smith Rowe. So it was easy for Arteta to get rid of him. Yeah, he had injury problems, didn't he? But when he was fit, Ethan, he had England call up. Yeah. Saka and Emil Smith Rowe. I mean, he was a little baller. He was Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe would have been a brilliant player if he'd have been coached properly in his early years. I think he'd have been a good player. But well, he still is a good player, but he would have been better. You know what I'm saying? Less managers equals less trophies. It seems that way, Binks, doesn't it? It does seem that way. It does seem that way. You just got to keep striving for the best. We're Arsenal Football Club. You just got to keep striving for the best. If the next manager comes in and they're not doing it, you move on. The next manager comes in, they're not doing it, you move on. Look what Abramovich done at Chelsea. Yeah? Say no more. Arteta doesn't like technical players. He likes Declan Rice type, like a brilliant at work rate, etc., tackles, but he can't bring them on. He can't take them to the next level, Joseph. He don't know what to do with Gyökeres. He don't know what to do with Eze. He don't know what to do with Ethan. He can't take them to the next level. If players progress naturally and they follow his system, he's fine with that. But Ethan needs a lot of tweaking, doesn't he? He needs to be brought on to make him that next level. And these are the things he can't do. He's in a rut with Eze. He's hoping Eze will sort himself out naturally. Because he's 27. He's an established Premiership player. He can't move him on. He don't know what to do with him. So he benches him. What you've got to notice with what Arteta does, if a player becomes a problem, i.e. don't know how to accommodate him, then he puts him out the way. And I keep making this reference point. He's like that naughty kid in the classroom that the teacher can't handle. Instead of sitting him down, nurturing them, getting advice how to bring them on so they become part of the class, they put them to the back of the class and get them out of sight. Out of sight, out of danger. He ain't causing a problem. And that's what Arteta does. Can't move Eze on, don't know what to do with him, bench him. Ethan Nwaneri, don't quite know how to bring him on. He won't track back. It's not his natural game. Bench him. Saka now. Plateaued out. Keeps him at the right midfield. Can't really move him on. Won't play him in a false nine. Won't put him on the left. Won't try anything different with him. Won't drop him into a more central role in midfield in certain games. Won't try and sort of create something different for him. Can't move him on to the next level. He's just hoping Saka progresses naturally. Can't move him on. This is the problem. In my eyes, right, I'm going to be real truthful with you, right? I can't honestly say and put my hand on my heart and say that any player under this manager has massively improved to the levels where I go, I don't ever want to see him leave Arsenal Football Club. Probably Gabriel as a defender, I wouldn't like to see leave Arsenal Football Club. But I just think Gabriel's got that natural defender / Tony Adams instinct. I don't think he's been particularly coached that way. I just think he's just come on levels himself. Arteta might have helped him in certain ways, but on the whole, I've seen Martinelli drop off. I've seen Skelly drop off. I've seen Ben White not really improved. I've seen Saka level played out. Odegaard hasn't really gone up levels. Jesus hasn't. Lacazette didn't. Reece Nelson, Smith Rowe, Martinelli. The list goes on. Saliba. There you go. Would you say that Saliba, everyone was going world-class defender, and he's a brilliant defender, fantastic defender. But do you think Saliba has moved up levels? Saliba looks just like a good centre half now, doesn't he? Because he's playing alongside Gabriel. I wouldn't say he's moved up levels this season and last season. Gabriel should not be better than Saliba. Saliba should be our best defender. In my personal opinion, Saliba should be levels above Gabriel. Yeah, big up, my friend. Spot on, Joseph. Loves safe system. Base players, not mavericks like Havertz, Marino, Odegaard, Zubimendi, etc. Hence why Madueke, Eze, Wanyeri don't get a look in and Gyökeres is struggling. 100%. 100%. That'll be the best test, right? How well Madueke comes on. Because Madueke is the prime example of a player that needs coaching. Because he's got all the attributes there. He's got pace, he's got skill, he can beat his player, he can beat a man. He's got everything in place, Madueke. He just needs coaching to turn him into the whole player. Picking out a player, scoring goals, assists, that final third. Now, any proper coach would turn Madueke into a brilliant player because he's got everything there. He just needs a lot of coaching. I bet you Arteta don't turn him into that. You'll be watching Madueke in 2 seasons' time thinking, sell him, get rid of him, get rid of him. So that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at with a coach. I've not seen this coach really turn players into world beaters. World beaters. As I said, Gabriel Magalhaes is probably the only one that's improved, but I think he would have improved anyway. And in my opinion, Saliba should, by now, Saliba should be above Gabriel. He should be a better defender than Gabriel. And as I said, the prime example will be Noni Madueke. Because Noni Madueke is a coach's dream. Because he's the sort of player that you could improve. As if you was a proper coach, you could turn Madueke into something special. Because he's got everything there. And I bet he don't. You'll be watching Madueke, and I'll say it again in 2 seasons' time, and you'll think, sell him. What's he done? What a waste of money he's been. Look at Wanyeri. That player should be levels now. Levels. Hasn't improved him. Killed him. Lacks confidence and everything. Havertz is a very basic, played good passes today. I thought Havertz does what he does says on the tin. Havertz will give Arteta everything he wants for this team. His first touch, dropping off, dropping into pockets, giving players opportunity to get beyond defenders. That's what Havertz will be doing. That's not what Gyökeres gives you. That's why the manager don't want him up front, because he can't do it. Can't do it. And he can't coach him and he can't bring him on. So what's he going to do? He's going to move the problem. He's going to move the problem. We're going to put him on the bench, put your tracksuit on, sit there, peel the oranges, fill up the buckets, shut your mouth. You're not coming on. That will be Gyökeres' role. Big up the Southern Gooner. Make sure you're subbing to my man, the Southern Gooner. Set pieces against Pompey, £1 billion spent. Matty, what can we say? What can we say, my friend? I've come on here tonight as a Sunday chilled sit back, Matty. I didn't have the energy to blast, my friend. So I'm just looking at it as job done. And it's just same old, same old. That's all it is. That's all it is. Relied on an own goal to get us back in the game. There's cracks there. We know that, brother. We know there's cracks, and we know they're getting bigger. Yeah. What can I say? But big up to you, my friend. Big up the Southern Gooner every single time. DJB, do players deep down are fed up with Arteta? They won't change. I tell you what, if they don't win trophies, they'll be fed up with him. If we don't win the Premiership, they'll be fed up with him. Next season will be a whole lot different. If he's still here. Some of you have been touching about the owner tonight. We'll see what nuts, as Kenny would say, the owners have got if he don't win the Premiership. Because if he doesn't win the Premiership, proper owners would sack him. Yeah, but I've won the Carabao Cup. I've won silverware. Nah, sorry. Not enough. I've given you all this money. Yeah, I wanted a better party than that, my friend. Sorry. You know. I wanted a bigger party than that. I wanted marquees and proper lights and proper DJs, music, 4-course meal, as much drink as you want all night. I don't want that party. I want the big party. Sorry, you're gone. And if he's still here next season and we haven't won the league, boy, oh boy, oh boy. I don't know if I've got the energy, people. I really don't know if I've got the energy. DJB, you're right about Madueke needing coaching, e.g. Dembele. There you go. Emmanuel. Exactly. Look at Dembele exactly the same. Madueke is Matt is in the chat. Madueke is a coach's dream. Because you get older, Madueke, you look at him, you go, man's got all the skill, he's got all the pace, he's got the desire, he's a nice man. I'm going to turn him into something special. And I bet he don't. Look at the players he's absolutely killed. Lacazette's balling out. He's scored goals since he left Arsenal. Aubameyang's still scoring goals. £1 billion spent and we rely on corners. Yeah, we do, mate. We do. It's ridiculous. I still can't get my head around the fact, Matty, if you're still there, that we've spent £1 billion and we're all gassing up Havertz. Manager can't wait for him to come back. Manager couldn't wait to get him on the field of play today. Eze's becoming a waste of money. He's killed him. Absolutely ruined him. Look at him today. Looks half the player. Any Crystal Palace fans in the chat probably can't even recognise him. Probably looking at that and going, who's that? Who's that? Mickey Mouse or Eze? Who's that? I don't know who that is. That's Eze that used to play with Crystal Palace, used to play with your club. No, sorry, mate, you got the wrong man. That's not Eze. Yeah. Esmeralda, don't know about Eze. Unrecognisable. Peel oranges got Chris. It will. I'm telling you. Once Havertz is fully fit, he's up and running, Gyökeres will be peeling oranges, filling up the buckets, helping Ethan Nwaneri clean the boots, hanging up the football kits. Then there'll be a big bust up on the training ground. Gyökeres will down tools. Big old bust up, put Arteta in his place. And that'll be Gyökeres' career at Arsenal Football Club finished. It's coming. It's happening. He don't like players with attitude. He down tools at his last club. They were still paying him. He refused to go training. Didn't even turn up for training. Got back under the duvet, said, nah, fuck it, I want to go Arsenal. I ain't going training. It's happening. It is happening. I'll keep telling you, Arteta is Arsenal. He runs the football club. He's bigger than Arsenal. And I've always said it. When a manager becomes bigger than the football club, then there's a problem. Then there is a problem. A manager that's bigger than the football club that's won nothing is even a bigger problem. At least Alex Ferguson and Wenger won something. Alex Ferguson, probably one of the best managers that's ever walked the earth. You kind of accept him being bigger than the football club. But even he wasn't bigger than Man United. So we'll see. We'll see. Time will tell. Time will tell. Even more pressure now for Arteta. Luis Enrique confirmed he's gone after this season. Do you know the sad thing is, and it was like when Jurgen Klopp, and I'll go back to that, when Jurgen Klopp was circling, I said, if we don't get him at Arsenal Football Club, we ain't getting a proper manager. It's gonna be years before we get a proper manager at the football club, right? And we didn't get him. Exactly the same thing is going to happen with Luis Enrique. This is what's going to happen. Arteta's going to win silverware. He's going to get a 4-5 year deal or another 3 years on his contract. And Enrique's going to end up at Man United. Zidane's going to end up somewhere. Simeone, Hansi Flick, they're all going to be ending up at different clubs. Chelsea will have a proper manager. Man United will have a proper manager. Meanwhile, we'll be stuck with Arteta for another 3-4 years. That's what's going to happen. Now, if I'm the Kroenkes, I'd be calling a meeting with Arteta and I'd be going, you need to win minimum the Premier League and the Champions League. Because if you don't, Luis Enrique is coming to this football club at the end of the season. And then we'll see how big Arteta is then. Then we'll see whether he's actually got a pair of nuts. I hope he's going to Bournemouth. I hope he goes to Bournemouth. I hope he's going to Bournemouth. Absolutely hope he is. It kills me watching this young kid suffer at Arsenal. I don't want to see it. I've seen so many young players. I've seen so much talent suffer under this manager. I don't want to see it. He doesn't win Premier League, he'll still be here. Keep telling your owners that want Champions League football and runs Champions League's job done. Only way he gets the sack is the fan stadium turn. Possibly shifty. I think the owners have raised the bar now. Said this before. When he was first given the job, minimum expectations for Arteta was to get us established in the Champions League. Now we are established in the Champions League. His next job is to go and win it. If he doesn't win the Champions League or Premiership, I think the owners will throw the book at him. If they don't, then I'm with you, brother. I'm pushing for the owners. I'm not wanting Arteta out then. I want him out, yeah, definitely. But that won't be where my energy goes after that. If this manager gets another 3 years, my energy will be ploughed into the owners. Because you can't blame Arteta, but you can blame the owners. Because if anyone offers you 3 years and £20 million, you're going to take it. So the pendulum will swing next season if he's still here. And he's been given another 3 years. No World Cup for Eze. No, he's gone, finished. World Cup's over. His football career's over. He's 27. 27. He'd be in and out of this football team for the next 2 years. He'd be 29. His England career would be over. That'd be it. Eze is a shadow of his former self. He can't even make a shadow, Matty. You could put that brother under the sun He wouldn't even create a shadow. He's not even a shadow. He's unrecognisable. If you lined him up and you asked the Crystal Palace fans to pick out Eze, you got more chance of them picking out Donald Trump. Honestly. Unrecognisable. But the amount of players that have come to this football team that are unrecognisable. Watch Madueke in 2 years' time. Watch Madueke next season. He'd be absolutely rubbish. He's knocking on the door like that now, isn't he? I think he's got potential. Madueke, under the right manager with the right coaching, would be a good player. Look at Jesus. Rubbish, let's be honest. Yeah, he is. He is, Joseph. Let's be honest. Yeah, possibly. I see where you're coming at. But my energy is not there yet. Not there yet. But I get it. I understand where you're coming from, and I'm with you on that. I was surprised he rocked up this season, and I was a little bit annoyed with the owners that they didn't sack him, because I thought he was going to go last season. I'm going to be 100. I'm going to be 100 with you. I was shocked that he was there this season. I thought last season, when he bailed out the FA Cup, when he limped out the Premiership, when he limped out of the Carabao Cup, we'd had 750 million pounds spent then. Before this season, we'd spent a lot of money, because I was saying, don't give him any more money. Let him coach his way out of it. So I was as shocked as what you were, AFC, that he rocked up this season. But then the owners got Berta, and then the owners spent more money. So now I'm still thinking, right, come on, Arteta, what can you do? What can you do this season? What can you do next season as well? Because winning the Premiership this season ain't like, oh, that's it, job done. Whew. Thank God for that. We've waited 20 odd years, and now we've won it. No. You win it this season, you go and win it next season as well. If you've got the best squad in Europe, that shouldn't be a one-season wonder, should it? That should be 2 years, 3 years minimum. Best squads in the world don't last for one season. They go on to win for the next 2 and 3 years. The great Man City teams, the great Alex Ferguson teams, the great the Wenger's Arsenal teams. Didn't stop after one season. So if we win the Premiership this year, that's not like, hey, at last, that's it, job done, sit back, let's wait another 20 odd years. No. You win it this season, I want it next season as well. Retain it. If you're that good a manager and this squad is that good, no excuses. That's the expectations. You don't have the best team in the world one season and it falls off of a cliff the following season. That's not how it works. That's not the gig, is it? He's killing Eze, Nwaneri, Skelly and Gyökeres. No, he's killed them already, KK. He's done it already. The damage is done. We're halfway through this season already. Jesus should have been binned ages ago. Yeah. 100%. But now the narrative is, because Gyökeres is not hitting the ground running and he's struggling, the narrative now is Jesus is the best thing since sliced bread, because they want the manager to succeed, see? So they're passing it on. In the summer, they wanted him sold. Get rid of him. We had on streams on the roundabout, big up Dan Potts, right? We had fans on there saying, I don't want to ever see Havertz playing the number 9. I want Gyökeres. I don't rate Havertz. Now, oh, well, you know, he offers something different. He's this, he's that. Spin it all the time. All the time. Eze looks lost moments player. He's lost, bruv. He's gone. He can't even find his ass. He's gone. He's lost. Completely lost. The next stab in the back for Eze will be when he don't get his England call up. Then that'll be it. That will be it for that player. Next season, his attitude will completely change. You're 27 years of age. You've been doing madness at Crystal Palace. You're a regular in England. You got the World Cup. The next World Cup is going to be what, 32, 33? Realistically, he knows he's not going to another World Cup. This is his chance. Moving to Arsenal, he's probably thinking, I'll be one of the first names on that World Cup sheet. If he don't go to the World Cup next season, Eze will just be a different player. He'll be like, what's the fucking point? I've ruined my career coming here. What's the point? Only way to get rid of Arteta is to make a noise in the stadium. Won't ever happen, my friend. Won't ever happen. I go all the time. Unfortunately, for every one or two Arteta people that want to change a manager, you've got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds worship, singing his name. We got Super Mikel Arteta. Yeah, they still sing it. He knows exactly what we need. They still sing it. Love you, Mikel. Love you. Grown men shout that out. My age. You what? You're fucking mad. How this experienced trophyless manager gets much power, I love him. Yeah, he does. And it will continue. And I keep saying it. What you've got to realise is if he's here for another 3 seasons, the damage is going to be worse. Because you'll have players that have gone backwards that we won't be able to sell. You've got players with injury records won't be able to play and move on. Players will be going on a free. No one will want to buy them. Gabriel will be in his 30s. Eze will be in his 30s. It'll be catastrophic. And it'll be another rebuild. Arteta will walk away from the club in 2-3 years' time. We'll be rebuilding again. And there won't be another £1 billion to spend like on this manager. The next manager won't have £1 billion. They want more seats in the stadium. They're more interested in a stadium fit for concerts than they are football matches. This is the only opportunity this football club's going to have of being stable and winning trophies on a regular basis. And I don't want a puff of the cheeks and that relief feeling if we win the Premiership. Because if a club that has spent all this money and that has built the squad and given 5-year contracts on 300 grand a week, then by the law of averages, this team should be winning the Premiership next season as well. So it wins it this year and it should be winning it next year. Otherwise, why would you be giving players 5-year contracts? Why would you be spending £1 billion not to win it 1 year? You don't spend £1 billion to win it for 1 year. You spend that much money and you give 5-year contracts to players to win it for the next 2-3 years. Now, do you think this manager's going to do that? Do you think this manager's going to rock up and win it next year? Because the next stage is Champions League if you don't win it this year. That's the next hurdle. It don't stop here. So he wins the Premier League and all the Arsenal fans are happy now for the next 5 years. They will win nothing. Oh, it's all right. He's won the Premier League. Job done. We'll sit back and chill out now for the next 2-3 years. No. He goes and wins the Champions League. That's the next one. That's the next one. But players don't improve enough under him to win Champions Leagues and back-to-back Premierships. They don't improve. They don't improve. Zubimendi no better than El Neni. Defensively, he's still wanting. Zubimendi's Spanish Tom Cleverley. Yeah. I don't see it personally. Big up DJB in the chat. Big up the Seymour. Big up Doc. Big up my friend. 82 in the building. Should be a minimum 82 likes. Make sure you sub and smash a like. Anyone seen Suge around lately? I ain't seen the Suge. Is he on holiday or something? Has he been on the other chats? I ain't seen Suge around. Miss old Suge, he ain't been around lately. Not on my one anyway. Big up Seymour. Did you see DJB Havertz talks with the club about a 1-year extension? Oh, fuck him. This is what I've been saying. This is what I've just said. Long-term damage. Look how much we're going to be spending on this player. And then he just walks for free. You'd be lucky to get a full season out of him. Big up. When you win this year first, DJB, don't think about next year now. I'm not. Listen. I want this year. I want a trophy this year. I won't be thinking about next year. But the problem is it will soon be around, though. That's the thing. You have to think a year ahead, didn't you? I saw Man City win all these years. The secret is City only scared about playing well and winning. That matches hand. That's it. No extra pressure. Yeah, big up, my friend. I see where you're coming from. Suge in India for Family Matters. Oh, big up, Doc. Big up. Big up the Suge as well, man. Big up the Suge. I hope everything's all right. Bless Suge. Love. I just didn't see Suge in my chat and I was worried about him, man. I was worried about him. There's a lot of people sometimes when I don't see people in my chat for a long while, you know, I just make sure that they're all well and everything's all okay. So bless up every time. Thanks, Doc. Big up to you, my friend. 29 isn't getting a new contract. No way. Berta signing off on that. Just Arteta paper talk. I bloody hope so, my friend. I hope so. Havertz won't leave for a while. Oh, dear. Didn't want him in the first place, but, you know, he is what he is. He's coming in. He's going to take over from Victor Gyökeres. We know that. That is going to happen, people, whether we like it or not. That is going to happen. David C1. Hi, DJB, and happy Sunday to you, my friend. Hope you're well in your 30 degrees heat and everything's hunky-dory. Bless up, brother. Before UCL final that we won, Pep told player to go on vacation and don't think about football. Yeah, man management, man. Man management. Pep's been like, he's been brilliant, and for Man City. He's been absolutely brilliant. You know, absolutely brilliant. Top manager. Top manager. What can you say about Pep? What can you say about Pep? I just hope Pep don't do at Man City what Wenger done at Arsenal. overstayed his welcome, and then it all got a little bit toxic because he don't deserve that. I'd just I'd rather see Pep go out on a high, go out while the fans still admire him and all of that, because that's what happened to Wenger. He just overstayed his welcome, and it all got a bit nasty. Yeah, no problem, David. Big up, my friend. If we get a decent manager in the summer, the new manager would have to get rid of. Honestly, we've got a lot of crap at this football team. People forget that. People forget that. People forget that. There's still players we need to move on. Jesus is one. Havertz is be another one. Martinelli would be one for me. Odegaard, if someone came in strong in the summer for Odegaard, 60, 70 mil, I'd get him gone. 100% get him gone. Ben White, he's another one I'd move on. Definitely move Ben White on. And I hate to say it, I'd move Trossard on as well. He's had a brilliant season this season. Can he maintain that next season and the season after? Not for me. If you can get 35 million, 40 million for him, 35, 30 million, move him on. Move him on. Then go and get some serious, and then go again and get some serious players. I know it's cruel and it's horrible when you don't want to move players on when they've had a brilliant season, but you got to think long term. It's a business. You got to keep it fresh. You got to keep it ticking. You can't keep, you got to be brutal. Oh, can't sell Trossard. He's had a brilliant season. You can't sell Tross. No, I don't sell Tross. Yeah, you're offering me 35 million. Go on in. It's just the way it is, people. Just the way it is. It's brutal. Football's brutal, and that's how big clubs win big trophies. That's how big clubs keep players. That's how big clubs get the best players, because it's brutal. Otherwise, you end up like Spurs. Of course you would. You'd move Saka on if you could get Yamal. 100%. Not under this manager, though. Yamal will end up looking like Donald Duck under this manager. DJB, the problem is who would want a backward sideways passer? Exactly. Sad thing is Arteta has more say than Berto, and if he wants Havertz signed up, yeah, exactly. 100%. This is it. I thought Berto might be. I don't think he is. I think Berto knows his place under this manager. Sad to say. I didn't think he would, but I think he does. Pep isn't coaching any other club after City, managing for 10 years. I don't blame him, man. I don't blame him. Why would he? Tell you what, though, if the national job came up, Spain, he'd do that. Here's the thing, right? What these top gooners don't understand. If the Spanish national team, the Spanish FA, came knocking at Arsenal Football Club and wanted Arteta to manage the national team on a 5-year deal, he's gone. He's gone. Because unlike English managers that would turn down the national job, these coaches like Italians, Spanish and all of that, it's an absolute... To play for your country and manage your country is everything. I still think that a lot of these players... the reason why we haven't won the World Cup is because I still think there's that element that playing for your country is not the most important. They love it and they want to do well and they want to give it their all. But there's a lot of players that still at the back of their mind put club success over England's success. And I could be wrong, but that's the feeling I get. Whereas when I watch Spanish football, Italian, German, all these, I think that is it. Playing for your country is like the pinnacle. And I still think that if Spain came knocking at Arteta's door and said, "We want you to manage Spain, the national team. We want you to be our national coach," he'd be gone. 100%. Would be interesting conversation that though, wouldn't it? You imagine being in a bar with the likes of Saka and all of that, and you turn round and you pop the question, would you rather win the Premiership and the Champions League with Arsenal or the World Cup with England? Wonder what their answer would be. I've often thought that. That's the first thing I would ask any professional football player, If I ever got in a room with like top professionals, that would be one of my questions. Win the Champions League and the Premiership with your club or win the World Cup with England? Interesting. I get that asked from you. Get that asked as a fan, didn't you? What would you rather? Your national team win the World Cup or Arsenal win the Premiership and the Champions League? The amount of fans that turn around and go, "I'd rather see Arsenal win the Champions League and Premiership." Yeah, it's a weird one, man. I guarantee if it is a tough question, or it is a tough question to answer. I'll give you that. And I don't knock anyone that says I'd rather see Arsenal win the Premiership and Champions League, because there's a lot of young fans that's never seen Arsenal win anything major. So I get it. But the older generation, or the fans my age, I've got to be saying England win the World Cup. I've got to. I have to say it. Because I've seen Arsenal win stuff. 59 years of age, and I've never seen England win the World Cup. You know what I mean? I'd like to think before I'd leave this earth, England win the World Cup. As a football fan, you've got to see your national team win the World Cup. That must be amazing. Big up, Binks. Have a good weekend. Have a good Sunday night. Sleep well, my friend. Sleep well, my friend. And look forward to hopefully seeing you against Chelsea in the home tie. Big up, Binks. Thanks for your support. Always, my friend. Always. Yeah, big up. Don't work too hard. Don't work too hard, but it is what it is, people. It is what it is. Big up, Binks. The worry is Arteta will still be in 10 years. Thanks for Stan and Josh. We'll have to wait and see. I don't think he will. I think he's last chance saloon. Kane or Lewandowski? Harry Kane. Harry Kane all day long. I rate Kane. I wanted him when. Do you know what I said last season, or the season before, when he went to Bayern Munich and he was leaving Tottenham? I went, go and put a bid in for him, and people go, nah, Harry Kane won't come to Arsenal. I went, he might not come to Arsenal, but we could turn his head, couldn't we? Imagine that. Imagine that. Go and go put £120 million on the table for Harry Kane. But then again, can you imagine Harry Kane under Mikel Arteta? Yeah. I'll take Dox Turd over Arteta any day. This year will be Arsenal's. Arteta has learnt on the job. I hope so. Oh God, I hope so. I hope we win. I hope we win silverware this year. Lots of silverware. Messi said he would give up anything for the World Cup. There you go. There you go. It's in their DNA. It's in their DNA. Continental players are just different. I might be wrong. Listen, I might be wrong. It's just the way I feel. I just feel that it just means more to these South American players and that. You know? Different mindset. Different mindset. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure anyone that plays for England want to do well for England, but I always look at it as if it's an add-on. You've had your season at your football club, you haven't won there, so now you're playing for England. Whereas, do you know what I mean? I just get these continental teams like your Messis and your Argentina and players that play for Brazil and all of that. You know, they would say I'd play for my country any day over my club. The club is a joke now. We're nothing like. No, we ain't. It's a different atmosphere over there as well. But I just think football's changed in general, my friend. I just think football has completely changed now. Sadly, it has. It has. It's not like it once were. Watching it is not like it once were in my book. It really ain't. We tried for Kane. Levy didn't sell. Robert Lewandowski's underrated. Lewandowski's a fantastic player, but if you're going to give me Kane over him, I mean, Lewandowski, brilliant player. But if I'm given the choice, I'm taking Kane. I'm hitting the pillow. So am I, Martin. We're going to draw it to a big close. Big up, my friend. Up early. Good night, my friend. Bless. Love to your family. Look after yourself, brother. 100%. Thank you very much indeed. Every team in the Prem, 4-3-3 formation mostly. Yeah, exactly. But big up, people. Thank you for coming on the Sunday sit back. We've done 2 hours and 13 minutes. 2 hours and 13 minutes. Where's it gone? Thank you. All day long. Bless, people. Bless. Bro, Prem football is so boring. Yeah, it's just, it's a hard watch, you know. It's a hard watch. That's why, do you know what? I've enjoyed the FA Cup this weekend. I've enjoyed watching it. It's been a breath of fresh air. No VAR. Man City, 10 goals. It's been a real breath of fresh air. People knock the FA Cup and people think it's dead. But I tell you what, I've thoroughly enjoyed the FA Cup this weekend. It's been a real nice break from watching the Premiership week in and week out. I've loved it. Long live the FA Cup. That's all I'm saying. Watched RM Real Madrid Barcelona earlier, and that's what. Yeah, exactly. Levels, Andrew. I'm going to watch it in a minute. Levels. DJB, the legend, biggest of ups. You icon. Cheers, my friend. Adam Holm. Bless you, my friend. Thank you very much indeed. Love to the family and bless you, my friend. And everyone in the chat. Lynch has been in. All the usuals have been in. Mel Bean's been in. Martin Tapp. Vincenzo Petroni's been in. Abba Jichandra's been in. Kawaja. Pune. You know you are, people. I can't name all of yours. Zun. JCG. Big up to every single one. The Doc's been in. Seymour's been in. Joseph Connor Golden, as always. Even Matty the Southern Gooner popped in and said hello. Big up to everyone. Nicholas has been in. Thank you very much, people. If I've missed you out, man like Danso, thanks, my friend. No, it's been a nice pleasure to chat. That's the good thing about the Sunday sit back, isn't it? You have your weekend, you have your Friday, you have your Saturday. You watch your football, you watch other streams, and you get to that bit on a Sunday where you're thinking, oh, it's Monday tomorrow. Oh, here we go again. It's dull, it's grey, it's wet, it's miserable, it's cold. And we have a little Sunday sit back. We have a nice little chat. And then we go off to bed. Happy days. Lynch, talk soon, brother. Big up to you, my friend, as always. Absolute legend. Thank you very much. I am sorting out a members stream. I'm trying to get a guest on, people. All right, it is coming. I'm trying to get Sunil, the Spurs fan, back on, and we'll do a members stream. He's having a tough time, old Sunil, watching Spurs at the moment, so we can't be too hard on him. Bless him. But I'm going to get Sunil, going to see what he thinks about Thomas Frank, how Spurs are going, what the future holds, whether he's worried, whether he's not worried, would he give the manager time? And also we're going to do most overrated, most underrated players as well. So we're going to have a stream, people. We're going to have a stream. Big up to you, Doc. Big up to you, my friend. Could be around too, DJB, brother. Big up. Always available for a house call. Yeah, no worries, my friend. I've got to start getting some numbers. But what I might do on my live stream is put my link in and people can come on and have a little chat as well. So, yeah, won't be too hard on him. No, Lynch, don't be too hard on him, man. If he comes on, that's why he's been a bit worried about coming on at the moment. He's been a bit busy at the moment, but yeah, we can't be too hard on him. He's a good bloke, Sunil. Absolute lovely, lovely man. So, got to show him some love and peace and that. Yeah, awesome. Being a Spurs fan is tough at the moment, isn't it? Really tough. Yeah, big up, David. Aces, Michael Carrick, new Man United. Oh, right. Is that? I don't know. Do you know what? I'm going to go away. I'm going to have a little check because I've been so busy. And to be honest, I'm so engrossed in Arsenal. You know, I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna have a look at the merry-go-round, which is Manchester United. Big up to everyone. We're signing out. Make sure that you slap a like. If you're watching and hype it as well. I don't know what that hype does, but if it pops up, hype it as well. Hype, smash it, sub it. You know how it is, people. You know how it is. I've got Tuesday, the retro show coming up with Shane. I'm hosting. So there'll be the retro show coming up. And Wednesday, we're back in with the mingle. We're going to have a little mingle with Nautsky on Wednesday. Be lots to talk about, especially after the Chelsea match as well. So we'll do a little bit of mingle. And yeah, all good, people. Thursday, going to do a little live stream as well. Going to try and get Kenny Ken back on for the old Thursday tea time. So lots to look forward to. Make sure that you put your notifications on. Bless up, everyone. Thank you very much. It's been an absolute pleasure. I'm out of here. I'll be DJB. Sunday sit back. Laters, guys.